Greetings from Podcastville. The joint is brought to you by DraftKings. Listen, the season is up in full swing, and all the action is on DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app. If you haven't dipped your toe in yet, it's fucking time, cocksucker. This Sunday, it's the... No. Tonight, is it? Who the fuck knows? This Sunday, you got the Saints against the fucking Buccaneers. Both teams are winning, and the game is going to be fucking lit. And DraftKings has the hookup. All new users, they're covering your ass up to $100. So if you lose on Sunday, you get your $100 back. Nothing in life is risk-free, but this is. So do me a favor. Download the highest rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code JOEY, J-O-E-Y. That's it. DraftKings Sportsbook is insuring your Sunday bets up to $100. That's right. You bet, they cover up to $100 for a limited time only at DraftKings. And here's the part the lawyers make me say. You got to be 21. New Jersey or Indiana or Pennsylvania only. Deposit bonus requires a 25 times playthrough. Restrictions do apply. So, see DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. You got a gambling problem? There's tons of help. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. And if you're in Indiana, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. But first, download your DraftKings Sportsbook app and let's get this fucking party started. The holidays are coming. Use code JOEY. The joint is also brought to you by CBD Lion. It's pride and fucking performance. Whether you're looking for the infused kinesiology tape, the tropical gummy bears, the bath ball, the tinctures, the tape, they got it all at CBD Lion. And they're backed by one thing and one thing only: science, cocksuckers. So go to CBDLion.com right now. Press in Joey and get 20% off your first order delivered right to your house. CBD Lion will give you something that no other company gives you. Information. Now, the church is also brought to you by Do Fasting. Intermittent fasting is one of the most effective ways to lose weight. But the trick is knowing when and how long you should fast so that it actually works and you're not just starving for no reason. You know me, dog. I've been fucking struggling with weight for the last 10 years within the sleep apnea, the fucking edibles. But do me a favor. Enter Do Fasting, the easiest 3-in-1 solution for weight loss. You probably heard of people trying this, and the benefits go just beyond weight loss. You can reduce inflammation and bad cholesterol too. So do me a favor. Go to dofasting.com/Joey and press in Joey and get a 6-month fasting program with 50% off. Again, 50% off. Forget about, I'm going to lose weight January 1st. January 1st never fucking shows up. Start today, November 2nd, right now. Go to dofasting.com/Joey, press in Joey, and get a 6-month fasting program with 50% off plus 1 extra month totally free. Join now and speed up your weight loss journey. That's dofasting/Joey for 50% off a 6-month plan, and you get your 7-month free when you use code JOEY. It's time to start this motherfucking podcast. Tip-top Magoo on a Monday fucking morning. Welcome to Uncle Joey's Joint.
Hey, how you doing? Come on in. Yeah, Joey's in the back.
Hey, look who it is. What's happening, cocksuckers?
Check 1, 2. Welcome to Uncle Joey's Joint.
What's happening, you bad motherfuckers? It's Monday, November 2nd. A whole new fucking month with a whole new set of rules. I'm fucking happy about the new month. I'm here 2.5 months. Halloween was fucking great. But before we get started, I want to fucking congratulate the world champion, Dodgers. I'm there for 23 fucking years. You can't do dick. I leave. You win a fucking championship, you cocksuckers. But no, I was just happy. I was happy for, I know a lot of Dodger fans and a lot of people having a hard time in LA that just needed this little pick-me-up, even though they fucking burnt buses and did whatever the fuck they did afterward. What are you going to do? People just, people in the house. But I'm happy that they fucking won. The last time, like, I got to tell you guys something. The last time the Dodgers won the fucking World Series, I was doing time. It was 88. Think about it. So I'm sitting there the other night, and I'm like, fuck, the Dodgers haven't won in 32 years. I go, that's weird. Wait a second. I was in jail when the Dodgers won. I think they beat the fucking, the Mets in the playoffs and whatever. Fucking had a great World Series. So I was like, Jesus Christ. The fucking Dodgers are going to put me back into a whammy. I'm going to be back in prison. But I was way in prison before the Dodgers ever fucking won. So I'm all right. I thought I had the whammy on me now. The Dodgers win, I'm going to get the kiss of death back on me. But no. All seriously, congratulations to the fucking Dodgers in L.A. for putting the team together. I was happy. I thought it was a great series. I watched every fucking game. I thought Tampa Bay was going to come back and smoke them. I thought, I don't trust fucking ratty people like that. Tampa Bay is like me. They just didn't really have it together at the time. But they'll have it together eventually someday, and they'll be there. But my congratulations to both teams. Halloween was fucking great. I didn't do dick. I was supposed to go to a Halloween party. But at the last minute, their plans got changed. Things happened. I had to take my family out. There was a little gathering at like 7:30. A couple kids were going to get together. We trick-or-treated in the daytime. My daughter was Carmen San Diego. When she first busted out the outfit, she went from looking like a 7-year-old to a 15-year-old. I almost had a fucking heart attack. But that's what life is all about, and there's nothing you can fucking do about it. She's getting bigger every day, and she's happy. No school this week because it's fucking New Jersey, Teachers Convention Week. So it used to be Monday and Wednesday you had school. Now you got dick because of COVID. They just said, fuck it, why have school at all the whole week? So we had 2 full weeks of school, 2 full weeks of fucking the play school program, after school program. Now we're left with fucking dick. So now we're back to LA. So I got a hard week ahead of me. It's going to be a fucking fucked up week anyway. Election week, you know me. I don't vote. I just carry a fucking gun. I don't give a fuck who you're voting for. It makes no difference to me. I don't talk politics on the fucking show. But I will tell you what I will talk about, okay? Just so you motherfuckers know. It's going to be a good week just to lay low, write some jokes, mind your business. I am not at Vinny's this Wednesday or next Wednesday. I don't know what's going to happen or what's not going to happen. But I will tell you what did happen this week. That was a little fucking disturbing, okay? For me to tell this story correctly, I got to tell part of my story, okay? In 1990, I was thrown into a fucking halfway house. Well, I was in the halfway house, and you know me, guys, I tell you whatever the fuck you want to know. There's no reason for me to blow smoke up your ass. When I was in the halfway house, when I first got there, I started selling blow. I needed to catch up. I was out of the loop for fucking a year. I had a little bit of money put away, but I didn't have all the money in the world. I was working, but I just needed a little boost. I just needed to be able to sleep at night. But if you know anything about me, I just wanted to snort coke for free. So why lie to you people? It's been too long. Why blow smoke up your ass? Oh, it's a disease. Yeah, I know. I was a fucking fiend. Knock it off, all right? So it's the truth, So I kept snorting fucking coke, and I was selling coke, and I got busted. But I was getting such a good deal that I couldn't fucking stop selling coke. I had all these fucking fiends around me in the halfway house. And like they said, misery loves company. So I kept selling fucking coke. Guess what happened? The karma police catched up with me. And I gave up a positive, and I couldn't figure out why. And then one of my friends said to me, when you're weighing those fucking coke bricks, do you use gloves? And I'm like, gloves? I only use gloves when I shoot people. No, you got to use gloves when you weigh coke. So the gunpowder don't go on your so the cocaine doesn't sink into your skin. I swear to God, When I gave that urinalysis that time for cocaine, I had not touched coke in like 3 weeks. So when it came up positive, it's just part of my world. You know, sometimes shit happens and you're like, it's just part of what the fuck is going on. It really doesn't matter. I'm going down for this anyway. I swore up and down I didn't snort coke, and I really didn't snort coke. I'm telling you people now that it was from picking up. This guy was giving me fucking half kilos in 3 pieces. So I would pick them up and then decide how much weight there was, and I had to break it. I was like one of those fucking dudes, you know, that make fucking chisels. Like, I mean, this guy was giving me fucking bricks of coke and then breathing it. When you break that coke in, you breathe it in, so it goes into your respiratory system. So some way or another, it was finding its way, and I came up positive. Instead of putting me in jail, I had to go back in the pocket and talk my attorney into fucking working it. And he got them to cut a deal with me. He said he's allowed to stay in the halfway house as long as he goes to this fucking rehab. This rehab was maybe 3 blocks from the halfway house in BCTC. I forget what the fuck it was called. It was like $2,000 for 8 weeks. And basically, it was just a den of sexual harassment in there. I mean, everybody was getting their dick sucked who wasn't fucking the counselor. It was just a nightmare. It was a bunch of hippie people or whatever the fuck. I don't even know why I'm telling you this fucking story, but I might as well tell you anyway. Before I went into the rehab, like they had to do an interview with me or whatever. They interviewed me and they made me do some fucking paperwork, like some diagnostic type creepy questions. And they said that for them to work with me, you had to fill out this thing as honestly as I could. So I filled it out as honestly as I could. Who the fuck knows what was on my mind in 1990, you know? So I do the fucking paperwork, and when I get into the fucking rehab, they come to me. It's like I said, it was from 6 to 9 at night. It was a fucking joke. It wasn't really a rehab. It was just my attorney was fucking brilliant, and it was 6 to 9. You got there and you did like 2 hours of a fucking therapy group, and then you went and did one-on-one therapy. And I can't tell you how much the lady got on my fucking last nerve, because she was pointing shit at the wrong, you know, like she was saying that the causes of my things were all the things that weren't. Anyway, it pissed me off. But what really pissed me off about the program was when I got out of there, they gave me some paperwork, and the paperwork said that I had no, what's the word I'm looking for? When you have no genuine care for people. It really, they said I was non-empathetic, and it fucking ate me alive, guys. Like, I went home, there was no internet. I had to double check what empathy meant on the dictionary. I had to get like a fucking dictionary and read it over 3 times. And I'm like, this is why I hate taking these tests, because sometimes you don't express what you really feel. Like, maybe you don't know, maybe at that age of fucking up 29, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing or whatever. But just to make that statement about me that I was unempathetic bothered the fuck out of me. And at that time, I was still going through I want to do comedy, but I didn't have the balls phase. Like, I was just getting up to it. So something was eating away at me. So after I got out of that fucking rehab, that shit ran with me for years about the non-empathy, you know, no empathy. How can you say I had no empathy? For years, I cared for my friends. I fucking cared about people around me. I took in animals. I did whatever I could, but they were right. My lifestyle, the way I was living, was non-empathetic. I didn't really give a fuck about people. You know, one hand, I'm telling you, I give a fuck about people, but on the other hand, I'm telling you, I'm over there shoplifting at fucking Kmart, you know, fucking stealing receipts and shit like that. So I was starting to understand where they were going with it. So as the years went on, I really, really tried to work on my empathetic skills. You know, I tried to work, and then by 93, 94, I was trying to find out who I was comedically, and I was trying to find out what I was as a human being, what I was as a fucking man. So I said, this empathy shit, you know, it just ate away at me. So it made me go over the top on empathy. Do Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? I went over the top. I started caring too much. I'm like, how can I not care about this? This is simple shit. You got to care about the people around you. Listen, and through time, I started working it out. And listen, while I stole, I didn't care. So it didn't matter how much I cared for a cat, or how much I cared for Mike's dog, or how much, I helped somebody out with something. As long as I was still stealing stupid shit, there was no empathy. That's a reality. That's a fucking reality. And on the road in '94, I got myself in trouble twice in Idaho. One time for fucking getting into a fight, and one time for theft under $200. Now, you know what theft under $200 is? That's Mickey Mouse shit. That's dumb shit. Okay, and I'm man enough to tell you that's dumb shit. Now, I didn't realize it was dumb shit. What I was doing was, listen, when I was on the road working for David Tribble, who was a great guy, and he did a great service to a bunch of comics by putting us on the road in different fucking situations and different venues, I was getting $85 a night. The headliner was getting $25, and I was getting $35 a night. No, I was either getting $50 check a night, and they would send you $35 in the mail, or I was getting $35, and they sent you $50. Either way, I wasn't making ends meet. There was no mommy and daddy to call. There was nothing to pawn. So that scam I was running in Boulder in '94 and '95 with the fucking going in and picking up a carpet and saying that I got for Christmas and I want the money back, it had to work on the road. And it's so weird. It worked in Boulder. It worked in New York. It worked everywhere I went. Where did I get caught doing it? Fucking Idaho. Just to show you, just the kiss of death I had put on me. I got busted in fucking Idaho for it. So, again, I didn't give a fuck. But why do I tell you to fucking journal? Because when you journal, you get to read. And when you say something and you read something, it's two different, it hits you two different fucking ways. The energy hits you two ways. I've learned over the years how to take my criminal stories, which are horrible, and make them seem funny, because I look back at it now and the whole situation is absurd. It's like watching Miami Vice now, and you look at it and you go, how fucking coked out was I that I thought this was actually a great show? And how coked out were they that they were acting this way? But that's what cocaine had done to society. It made us go over the top, whatever. If you look at any of those shows today from the 80s, you'll go, oh, that guy was definitely on fucking coke when he wrote this shit. But when I got arrested for the theft of under 200, I go, that's the shit I got to stop doing to be empathetic. And all that stuff with the comedy, listen, my time in the Rope Institute in Boulder, my little taste of Buddhism really spun into control when I did comedy, because I knew that comedy was a karma-based business. Comedy is talent-driven, and it's fucking, you have to work hard. But 40% of comedy is karma business, because you're in the business of spreading happiness. So if you're doing something on the side of that to not spread happiness, it's not going to work out with you with comedy. That's why, who sits there and makes fun of fucking other comedians on real failed comics? Because when you're a comic, you cannot do that. You cannot watch a fuck. You have to be empathetic. That's why when comics send me tapes and say, look at my fucking tape, I go, no, because who the fuck am I to judge you? I was you at one time, and I wouldn't send my fucking tapes out because I knew what they were going to tell me. You understand me? So I wasn't that fucking dumb. But part of being a comic and part of being a human being is having that empathy. And when you're a comic, you better have that empathy, and you better know that your business is 40% karma-based. Look at all the fucking great comics. Rogan, Gabriel, Chappelle, Bill Burr. They're very generous with their fucking friends, with people who work with them. They know who's bullshitting them and they know who's not. They've been doing it long enough. We all know as comedians and as human beings that karma plays a huge part into this. When you're up there and you're fucking on a TV show and you're making money, you have to spread that around to your friends. If not, this shit ends. Nothing comes back to you. How do you expect things to come back to you if you don't put them out there into the fucking universe? When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should be doing, whether you hate Facebook or not, is getting on Facebook and see whose birthday it is. Just wish 2 people a happy birthday every morning. Just 2. Not the ones that you know. 2 that you don't even fucking know. And that starts your karma cycle for the fucking day. You understand me? So all day long, you're thinking in the positive. Don't read Facebook. Don't go on there and what they got to say. Don't get into an argument or whatever, because you're not going to fucking win. And from time to time, if you're bored, you might as well put something up there to get the natives fucking restless, okay? So, because of comedy, it has made me empathetic. It has made me think karmically, because you really have to think on the karma. When you're in any type of artist, when you're a musician, when you draw nude pictures of penguins, whatever the fuck you're doing, you better have some type of karmic energy to you. You better be feeding some type of machine. It's not all about fucking dollars and cents. It's about sitting people down and maybe leading somebody in the right direction. This is all part of your karmic fucking journey. It's not comedy, it's a karmic fucking journey, and it's hilarious. I've done a lot of bad things, but I'll tell you what, guys, I've done a lot of good things. And I'll let you know more about the bad things I did, because it's funnier. Nobody wants to hear you do good things, right? Like, I fucking saved the blind guy. Nobody gives a fuck, Joey. You know what I'm saying? Because most people tell you because they want you to think that they're a good person. They want you to think that they're a good person. They're nothing good about me. You and I both know that I'm out of my fucking mind. I just make people laugh. I got a good heart. And I try to fucking work with people as much as I fucking can. I don't like what's been going on during this whole COVID thing. I read something somewhere, and this really fucking bothered me. And if you guys got a problem with this, you could call him yourself directly or hit him up. I am not a fucking, like, I don't hate anybody, like, in as a race-wise. I crack fucking stupid jokes about hummus or fucking Hindu sandals and shit like that, or Jew sneakers, but I got no hate. I talk to everybody. Anybody who's ever been around me knows that. Jewish people, for example, Lee. I love Lee with all my fucking heart. Lee will tell you that I've got the best hour about Jewish people in the world. Lee bugs me once a month. When are you going to do your special about Jewish people? And it's not a special about tearing down Jewish people. It's special about building up Jewish people, about what they've done and how Jews have to act. Me and Lee have fucking died for hours on that subject. I just don't have the balls to do the special on it because people go, what the fuck are you telling Jews how to act for? Listen, nothing bothers me more than a Jew in a Volkswagen. It drives me crazy. It drives me fucking crazy. When I see a Jew in a BMW, I want to stab them in the neck because they're setting back race relations 2,000 years. But that's me. That's the way I think. You're Jewish, you act how you want to. I'm not fucking Jewish. But if I was Jewish, you wouldn't see me in a fucking German fucking car. That's just me, okay? Because I hold grudges, whatever, and it's not good for you. It's not healthy. But anybody who knows, like Lee or anything, knows that, I read something in college. I think I read some psychology paper that I didn't have no idea about this. And then there was a movie called Inside Man that they mentioned it about. During the Holocaust, there was Jewish people that sold out their own Jewish people and did business with the Nazis to save their fucking neck. And I remember reading that. My whole love with the Jewish people is because when my father came from Cuba at a young age, Jewish people took him in the Lower East Side and helped him become a man. Like I heard the stories from my mother. I saw pictures of my dad with a fucking gold little fucking Star of David, the whole thing. He was just enamored by the Jewish people in New York City then, and they took him under his fucking wing. I still remember being a kid and my mom taking me for fucking, who do you think took me for bagels and lox? Fucking one of my Jewish friends? Fuck no. My mom took me down there to the village, and I learned what a temple was, and she still had a relationship with a Jewish woman that was a dear friend of my father's. I don't remember it that clear, but I wasn't raised to I had nothing against Jews. I fucking love them. So when I read that, I made a mental note. I had never even heard of that. Like, I'm not even good with history. I don't know World War II. I don't know nothing about nothing. But I do remember reading that article and how much it fucking bothered me. It was a term paper, something at the University of Colorado. It had to be like 90, 91. I fucking read something about certain Jews that just did business with the Nazis to save their ass. And I'm like, they did the most horrible fucking things, and you're walking around like you're fucking something special. Like, that bothered me to no end, you know. You know, with Cuba, you got communists and you got the fucking, but they didn't know they were even becoming communists. They didn't know they were becoming communists. When Fidel took over the island, he didn't go in there as a fucking commie. He went in there as a savior for the fucking people. Then he flipped it around for them. Whatever happened, happened. But I always made a mental note about the Jews who turned down the other ones for the sake of their lives and for profit. And I tell you, I can't tell you how much that fucking bothered me. Like, I made a mental note, never fucking turn, you know. Listen, guys, I didn't rat. I did time. I could have ratted. I could have ratted on 1,000 fucking situations. I could have fucking ratted enough to get a paycheck from the fucking government. And I didn't fucking rat. Okay, that's not how I was raised. That's not my fucking style. So the other day, you know, just like you fucking guys, I'm reading the fucking paper, reading the fucking internet, and I see this article. Now, before we even get into this article, let me tell you about my fucking position, okay? Before you fucking even raise your fucking mouth to me or say a fucking peep. I don't know if you people know this. When I look at my income, 70% of my income is not from podcasting, it's not from YouTubing, it's not from talking to you fucking people, it's from putting asses in seats. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you fucking are aware of that. That 70% of my income is from putting asses in fucking seats. Well, on March 16th, all that fucking changed. All that fucking changed. Okay, and we all had the same, or every comedian had the same fucking dilemma of what the fuck we're gonna do. Okay, you know, there was ship comics. They stopped all the ships. Those poor bastards have no work. And then there were regular comics, you know, all of us. And let's just not even say comics. Entertainers, people who jump up and down, Circus du Soleil. All of us were left with a fucking dilemma. You know, all of us. Some of us, 60% of the people I knew were left with a dilemma. That's why I told people in the beginning, if you lost your job, go to fucking a supermarket chain right now and start loading shelves at night. Just to keep you moving. Everybody's looking for fucking loaders at night. Go to shelves at night. When this dilemma that everything was canceled, yes, as a natural human being, when you get your leg taken out from under you, you fucking panic. You have whatever the fuck happens. I did not own a house in Los Angeles. I knew that Los Angeles wasn't my permanent home. You know, I just didn't buy a home. I didn't buy a Testarossa. I didn't buy a Lamborghini. I kept my Subaru, and I understood that the money I was making on the road didn't belong to me. It belonged to my daughter and my wife. I'm trying to support a fucking family here. And if I'm supporting a family the right way, my wife can't really go to fucking work. One thing that pisses me off is that, you know, in today's America, both parents have to fucking work, and the parents are left with a fucking dilemma. And in my America, when I was growing up, every mom was at fucking home. Everybody went home to a mom, or a one or two moms that took care of the whole fucking neighborhood. You know, when we had the baby, I told my wife, you know, you're 40-something years old. This is never going to happen again. My wife was all gung-ho about working. But I said, listen, this is never going to happen again. You work downtown. I'm out of fucking state. Something happens at school. You're not going to get to it for 1 hour. Let's figure out our way. So my wife became a business manager. She helped out a couple other people. She helped me out. And like I said, I didn't buy a Testarossa. I didn't buy a big fucking house. I didn't go to Hawaii 18 times a year. I always knew this day was going to come. So when people going into panic mode, I just went into fucking the other way. Because if I would have gone into, I was already scared enough of the virus, and I was already scared enough of my health. I'm not going to be fucking scared for Kyle. I got no time to worry about that. So what a lot of people don't know about me was that when I moved from, you're not going to believe this, but when I moved from Los Angeles to New Jersey, you ready for this, guys? By buying a house, I fucking saved $3,000 a month. Did you know that? I save right now, compared to the office, what I was paying for my office, what I was paying for rent and for the service charges, right now, today, we eliminated $3,100 a month from moving out of LA. Just in rents alone. Never mind insurance, just in rents alone. We fucking gave up $3,200. So my wife and I sat down, we put together a plan, we put together a budget, what we could afford, what we couldn't afford, and this is how I've been living since then. I made a decision, since the paper said I'm not empathetic, all those fucking geniuses said I'm not empathetic, I proved them the fuck wrong. Now, you know, as soon as the fucking pandemic hit, we got calls saying that they were going to push our dates back, and that was fine. I said, just get rid of them. From day one, and you go back to those podcasts in March, I told you, get rid of them. I'm not going to be dicking around with this. I'm not going to be dicking around with this. I didn't know what it was. I'm not a scientist. I'm not Dr. Fauci. I'm not Fauci's assistant. I do know that when there's a lot of people around, from what I've seen, people get in trouble, whether it's a church gathering, you know, I got nothing against people who want to go to church. But I know if there's 100 or 200 people in there and there's no proper ventilation, somebody's going to get this fucking thing, you know? So I thought about myself. I'm 57. I'm not the fucking healthiest guy in the world. I've always had respiratory problems. I smoke 25 joints a fucking day. You know, I have controlled hyperextension. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Plus, I can't live. I couldn't forgive myself if you told me that you came to my show, had a good time, and then you went back to your mother's house and your grandmother died. I have enough on my fucking plate. I've done enough bad things directly to want to be involved with something indirectly. The last thing I want on any of my pages is that you came to a show and that you got sick from my fucking show. And I mean this in the most sincere way. I knew I was sitting out the fucking year. I knew I was sitting out the year. I've said it 1,000 fucking times. I'm sitting out the fucking year because everything just didn't seem. And then you're coming into these months. These are the battleground months. This is cold weather. This is COVID. This is flu season. There's fucking an election, and we have social whatever the fuck. We're just not settled. We're turning on one another. We are turning on one another. Over what? I don't fucking know. But this country is turning on one another. You know, social media is turning on one another. That's the last thing I want to do. I didn't want any problems throughout this whole fucking deal. So I said, fuck it. I am not going to go on the fucking road. I do not want to be anywhere where there's more than 70, 80 people. I don't want anything to fucking do with it. It's not for me. I am not going to support it. I am not going to fucking whatever. It's just not for me. I'm sorry. You know, I love you people. I love doing fucking stand-up. I love going out. I love getting high before I go on stage. I love fucking with you motherfuckers. But I know that there's a fucking side to this and that somebody's going to get sick. And at the end of the day, I know people are recovering in 3 days, but guess what? It's coming back fucking stronger than ever. And I don't know what it's going to bring. Are you a doctor? I'm not a fucking doctor. You a scientist? I'm not a fucking scientist. So why fuck around? So I've been done. I've behaved as they've asked me to behave. Now back to going to being empathetic. Let me explain my search for you about being empathetic. I was telling somebody a story a couple weeks ago that I lived in this building where Ralphie lived, a bunch of us lived, and there was a beautiful blonde girl lived around the corner. We were all friends. We were all dear friends. We fucking partied together. We went to bars together. They came to the Comedy Store. They used to go to Laugh Factory and watch Ralphie. She was like a promoter on one of the TV shows I did. Beautiful girl. And one day, she decides to go get fake tits. Okay. None of my business. I'm not her boyfriend. I don't date the girl. She comes back. She's got humongous fucking tits. Great. Did we hit on her? No. We were all friends with her. Now, she decides to get married. Like after 3 months of having the fake tits, she decides to get married. I'm beside myself. You got fake tits and you got married in 3 months. What happened? You didn't even give a chance for somebody to come on them. You didn't do nothing. You paid $30,000, whatever you paid for those fake tits, and you tap out, you get married in 3 months? What type of fucking fun are you? But that's not what pissed me off. What pissed me off is that she had the balls to send us all wedding invitations for fucking Mexico. Now, that wasn't the first time I got an invitation for fucking Mexico. Like, leading up to that, I had gotten a couple fucking, like, weird invites to fucking weddings. Like, one was on an island off the coast of San Francisco, and everybody had to dress white. I'm not doing that. Then I got another one to fucking get married in like fucking Colorado somewhere. Like, these are people that I just basically know, but they send me an invite, and you put 100 in an envelope, you're not going to fucking go, but I read the details to their fucking weddings, and I'm like, so wait a second, it's going to cost me just 3 G's just to show up to, never mind the wedding, the fucking reefer, the fucking hanging out, the gifts, all this shit. Who are these people? What have happened to just getting married at the VFW? You were sucking dick behind a Burger King 10 years ago. Now you want to get married at a fucking place and have 400 fucking guests because you're that special? We've all seen all the celebrity weddings, right? When they get married, all the chicks from The View. They got married, white pigeons. Oprah came, and within 6 months, the dude is fucking the Mexican maid. Arnold, all of them. So how much love is there? Why have all these weddings and pigeons and people dressed in white if you're going to fuck the Mexican nanny? Why are you fucking doing this to me? Why are you making me do this? So I just said, fuck it, I'm not going. First of all, why are you sending me an invite to your fucking wedding? I work on Fridays and Saturdays. I'm not going to give up a fucking weekend. I don't care if it's in hell for your fucking wedding in some fucking dump. I don't want to do it. I stopped doing it. So I just put yardsticks in there and send them off, whatever. I can't go to your wedding. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky that week. I'm in whatever. I'm in fucking Mars. I'm killing myself. I'm not going to your fucking wedding. So knock it the fuck off. So this chick sends me an invite to a wedding. You got to be there January 26th. The wedding is January 1st. And you got to stay till January 5th. Ain't nobody sucking dick here for free. What are you talking about? December 26th. That's the day when I'm my most brokest. How broke are you on fucking December 26th? You're sitting there eating leftovers because you're fucking tapped. You already went for Christmas, the fucking kids. My wife's birthday is the 29th. Then you got fucking New Year's, have to rent on New Year's Day. You're fucking tapped. And these people wanted you to fucking go to, and I made a big stink about it. People are like, well, why? You shouldn't have done that. Go fuck yourself. It's the truth. Nobody wanted to raise their hand. Who the fuck are you that you think you're so fucking special to have a fucking wedding, 300 people? And, well, this is not even that in Mexico. Not even that. So right then and there, when I got married, I said, fuck it. When I get married, I'm not going to put any pressure on nobody. Number one, I don't want no gift. I don't want any gift. Just you showing up is a fucking gift. Number two, I got married on a Wednesday. Who gets married on a Wednesday? Joe Diaz does. Every other jerk-off gets married on a Saturday. I didn't want to get married on a Saturday. I didn't want to ruin comics. I wanted comics to get together. So I got married the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. No presents, no dress up. Me and my wife got married in the fucking make-believe chapel on Wilshire Boulevard, and we had the party at the Hollywood Bowl. We got pastrami from Langer's. We got fucking pork chunks from El Cochinito, and we got fried chicken from fucking Ralph's. And that was our fucking reception. Red Band went, Joe Rogan went, no suits, no ties, No bullshit, no fake kisses, no banging on glasses, no fucking daddy's little girl. Ralphie made it in show. I was not angry with him. He was doing a week somewhere. I didn't send him an angry email. You didn't come to my wedding. It's not about that. It wasn't about that. It was about me and my wife having a good time and the friends that could be there. Fucking Jerry Rocha, my little brother, gave me an envelope with $35 fucking dollars. A feature act. That kid, that sweet fucking heart of a kid that has the podcast. Support Jerry Rocha as much as you fucking can. These are the people who came to my wedding. Red Band took pictures. Congratulate Red Band on getting a house in Austin. Eddie Bravo. I mean, we had such a good time at my wedding because it was organic. There was no fucking fakeness. There was no fucking pigeons. There was no tap the glass and wrap arms around like a fucking yoga pose and take a drink. I hate all that shit. But that's what empathy is about, is not putting people in bad fucking positions. So I didn't want to put nobody in a bad position. So the other day, I'm looking on fucking YouTube. So now, if I've eliminated my income, like dog, I don't want to do it. And it's not that I'm scared of COVID. It's not the election. It's just that, look, they fucking threw my man Jay off a fucking stage in Pennsylvania. You know, Big Jay Okerson, he didn't need that. Whether the guy was drunk or not Jay, the guy who pushed him off. Jay didn't need that. You know, there's COVID out there. They're overseating people at some of these fucking clubs. You know, people reach out to me all the time. Hey, man, we're doing comedy. Not really, because a comedy club doesn't know how to handle what's going on right now. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're just a regular bar that's looking to make a fucking profit, that's looking to have people in there. I just say no to him. I do Uncle Vinny's. I trust that man with all my fucking heart. He's socially fucking distanced. He'll tell you himself he's not making any money, but it's better than fucking sitting at home. I do 38 people for a fucking reason, and I keep it at 38 people for a fucking reason. And I keep it at no meet and greets for a fucking reason. Not because I don't like you, but because I might get something. God knows what the fuck I have. I'm a fat fuck. God knows what I have. But again, God knows what the fuck you have. And there's people out there that don't think about other people when they make a fucking move. So I read somewhere the other day, and I posted on Facebook that some guy had a fucking party, and 50 people got infected, and a bunch of people were in the fucking hospital. And people gave me a bunch of grief about it, which I didn't really give a fuck. I knew people were going to get hot when I put it up anyway, because I see what gets under your people's skins. And sometimes you got to have a good time with you fucking morons on Facebook. So I put it up that fucking whatever, that the people got infested. Oh my God. People had a fucking heart attack. Some guy hit me on Patreon. Fuck you. You're a celebrity. Listen to me. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not anything. I care about people. And I'm not fucking retarded. I know I wouldn't have, listen, I don't want to have more than fucking 50 people around right now. I don't even want to have more than 20 people. We've done the show fucking 4 times. I wanted to do it 4 times, and I stepped back for 2 weeks to see what the result was. There was a reason why I did this, you fucking jerk-offs. There was a reason. I wanted to see after 4 weeks if we could move forward or if we could move back. I didn't seem to get it. I kept my mask on. I stay out of fucking bad situations. And that's me. But this is why I did all these things. I don't make any money at 38 people, and neither does Uncle Vinny. I'm doing it out of pure fucking love and to stay sharp. So next year when we're time to fucking go, I'm ready to fucking go. At least I have an idea of where the fuck I am and what the fuck I'm doing. So yeah, I posted that up on Facebook, and not because I am against it. I am totally fucking against it. If you're outside, you know what? You're not thinking about, I'm not thinking about me. I'm thinking about the guy across the street. I'm thinking about Mike Klein's fucking kids. Huh? How would you like it? I'm thinking about Mike Klein and his fucking kids. I'm thinking about everybody who's got a grandma. I don't have a grandmother. What do I give a fuck about? I don't have a grandmother, a mother, or a fucking father. In my world, I don't have to give a fuck about anybody. But I do. Because I know what it's like to live without a mother and a fucking father. I heard horror stories about people having to say goodbye to their parents on fucking FaceTime. Did you? I heard horror stories. I had friends that their parents died in Florida, and they had to sit here and watch their parents die. I don't know about you. I didn't see my mother die. I found her dead. Big fucking difference. But if I could fucking help that, if I could save that, I don't know if it's a hoax. I don't fucking know. I know that the hospitals are fucking empty right now and Monmouth and shit like that. I don't know anything else about what's going on. Do I believe? I don't know what to believe anymore. But you know what? For me being me, I'd rather be safe than be fucking sorry. I won't put myself in a cavoidal situation, so I'm not going to put you in a cavoidal situation. And that's it, plain and fucking simple. So when I put those type of posts up, that's why if you don't want to, don't fucking follow. I don't give a fuck. I don't just talk the talk. I walk the walk. And that's what you guys have made me do by doing this podcast the last 10 years. I just don't, I don't have the freedom to just talk anymore. Now I got to walk the walk. When I'm telling you I'm working out and I'm losing weight, I'm telling you I'm working out and I'm losing weight. When I'm telling you I'm not fucking, dog, by the way. Oh my God. So I didn't do edibles all week. I figured Friday night is devil's night, right? What the fuck? It's time to see the devil. I had to do a pre-warm-up. Oh, fucking Thursday night. Listen, I didn't even, you know, I'm honest with you guys. I didn't even make it to the FBX tablets. I didn't even make it to the 200 milligram tablets. I ate 325s just to get me warmed up, and I was out of my fucking mind. I think my edible days have come to a fucking end. I think they really have. Michael Klein, I think they've come to the bitter fucking end. I think that my tolerance has been gone down. I think that whatever bullshit I had storming around my life in LA, whatever nonsense I had going around me was making me eat those edibles. Whatever pain I had, whatever was pissing me the fuck off was making me eat those edibles. Because guys, woof, my edible days have gone down. I mean, you could see it in my face, you could hear it in my voice. There's other factors too that we'll get to later on. But, woof, those days are over with. Papa's an old man. Uncle Joe, your uncle's getting old, guys. I'm telling you, I used to be able to eat 3 of those ABX 200s and tell you to suck my dick like nothing happened. You understand me? 600 milligrams, 700 milligrams. I was doing them all day long, living like a doctor. Boy, do I got to tell you, things have done changed, bitches. Woo! I was telling Mike fucking Friday night, I ate maybe 2 or 3 of those little tabs in the afternoon just to get started. I didn't make it late Friday night. Last night or Saturday night was Halloween night. Halloween fucking day. We all got together, me, the Florentine crime family, and we went up and down this neighborhood and walked our kids. We ended about 4:30. I had to do a little Patreon work. I was going to go to a party. I popped 2 edibles. I popped 3 fucking edibles last night, Saturday night. And I decided to take the girls on Halloween night to the scariest place on earth. You ready? White Castle. We finally busted our Jersey nut and we went to fucking White Castle. I had some points left on Weight Watchers. I went up to fucking White Castle with my wife there. We went about 6 o'clock. There was a little line. I didn't want to bring the burgers back to the fucking house, and the whole house stinks like 10 dead fucking bodies. So I said, fuck it. We went, we ordered 3 burgers apiece. We got fries, and we sat outside of White Castle, and we fucking ate them like doctors. That was our Halloween treat. We giggled. On the way back, we stopped at a bakery because he had candy and all this shit. Some guy, a friend of mine, had a bakery, and he told him to stop by so he could give my daughter a care package. He left it in the door for us. We got the fucking cookie. We came home, guys. You know, I tell you how it is. I don't remember what the episode was on Archie Bunker. The first episode of The Honeymooners was the train. I think I watched the beginning of the news. And as I went, I didn't make the tea Saturday or Friday night. I didn't get to make nothing. Those edibles put me down both nights. I don't know, I had a hard time sleeping. Not a hard time. I have an easy time falling asleep. But I think like Wednesday and Thursday, I only slept like 5 hours a night. I went to bed earlier than usual, but I ended up waking up at 5:30 in the morning both days. I'm like, fuck that. I can't have this no more. When I popped those 3 fucking hash tabs or whatever the fuck I popped, woo, gone. So, guys, I'll do a couple ABXs with you. Maybe I'll do one tonight. I'm in the mood to maybe do one. It's election day tomorrow. Nothing's going to be happening. Some people stabbing each other. And I'm not watching the news. And I'm not voting. So I don't give a fuck. So I'm not involved. Maybe I'll eat an ABX just by itself tonight to do a last stand. The last time I ate a fucking ABX, because I did a video 2 weeks ago. And that night I had like 4 of those fucking tabs. And I had the fucking spray. And I was off my fucking rocker. So I don't think my body can handle 200 milligrams no more. It's a fucking shame, but at least I'm telling you the truth. You know, when Lee was telling me he got fucked up, I'm like, did you put 200 in there? I didn't put 200. I hadn't even seen you. I had the 200s myself. I kept the 200s myself. I gave Lee jars of the 100s. For some reason in his mind, he thought I put 200 milligrams in one. I didn't. I kept, because they come in 100 milligrams and 200 milligrams, the ABX. You can't find them in 2. Only a few people have them. A few stores have them. I don't know which ones. I don't know nothing. But the fucking 100 milligrams are everywhere. They're not really 100. They're 98 milligrams. So you're not fucking pushing against the law. See, you learn something new by watching Uncle Joey all the fucking time. They're really 98 milligrams. I could eat those, but I'm out of those. I'm out of the 100 milligrams. I gave those all to Lee. I kept the 200 ones. But when Lee told me last week that he fucking ate 2 of them, and he was high for 2 days. I'm like, Lee, I'm sorry. I'd love to tell you I fucking dose shit. You know me, I love dosing people, but I didn't dose them. Those were 100s. So for him to tell me that they were affecting him like that, I knew they were fucking with me too. So I posted that picture on Devil's Night on Twitter. I never quite made it to Devil's Night. Devil's Night was a little disappointing for Uncle Jerry. I disappointed you motherfuckers. So I'm very fucking sorry. And I want to talk to you about something else on Patreon. We're trying to do that fucking crowdsource, but with 14,000 fucking people, I can't satisfy all you motherfuckers at once. That's why I did the YouTube last week, because at least the YouTube, I don't give a fuck what you paid. It was just a way to reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to fix this crowdsource on how we're gonna do it, but don't give up on me yet. You know you get plenty of content. You know I take good care of you motherfuckers. We have a good time over there on Patreon. Now the tiers $3, $5, $10. 15 is the merch tier. We got the fucking designs. I should be getting the t-shirts this week just to look at them, not with the design on them. I'm deciding about what type of material to send you guys, and we'll have everything sent out to you. We'll get this fucking store rolling. Hopefully fucking we'll get sweatshirts from a different outlet, and we don't have to depend on the Chinese and the fucking patches. We're out of patches. I mean, this has just been a nightmare for everybody. So I'm sorry, but we'll have the merch up and running as soon as fucking possible. Tip top Magoo. So if anybody had a problem with my posting last week on Facebook, go fuck yourself. That's what I was talking about. That you got to think about other people. You just can't consider your fucking self and Christmas. You don't say, hey, listen, before this whole thing fucking started, I was getting back into live music. Mike, I love live music. I wanted to go back into live music. You know what? They canceled everything. Am I going to get pissed off at them? No. It's just the way it is. We're trying to be safe and healthy. If it's a hoax, then they took me up the ass. And I got fucked in the ass like everybody else. But if not, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. So I'm going to keep wearing my little mask when I go to stores. I'm going to keep respecting other people. And I hope that they keep respecting me. And that's it. And that's that. Now, one final thing I want to talk about. And I want to get this off my chest. I had a problem. I had a big fucking problem since the time I shot that Netflix special. I was fucking angry. You know, there was this big, you know, I think Netflix was what fucking started putting the fucking problem into comedy. I know I love Netflix. I love their programming. You know, I love Narcos. I'm not talking about Netflix as an organization. I'm talking about what the special meant and did to people. You know, everybody wanted a Netflix special, blah, blah, blah. When I got offered the special, it was offered to me in a short distance. I didn't put it together. I didn't like my performance. I didn't like how I trained. up to the point up to it. I didn't like how I worked out for it. I didn't like anything about that thing. Not on the Netflix side, on my end. Once I got to Vegas, then I was like, why the fuck are we taping in a fucking pool hall when there's 90,000 fucking venues to tape it in Vegas? And all these other things started happening. So I started getting a little sour. I got sour at myself for letting myself get taken. I got sour at my reps for letting me, for letting this fall on me or whatever. Yes, I wanted a Netflix fucking special, but I didn't want it under those fucking conditions. You know what I'm saying? Thank God it all worked out. I had a great time with, Christina Pazinski and Big J and Dominica. We had a great time. I have no regrets about that. But I didn't like how it made me feel. I didn't like how I was feeling about it. I felt like a fucking sellout, like a fucking whore. And I just didn't fucking feel right about it. That was it. And I carried a grudge towards it. For some reason, I carried a little grudge, and it was eating away at me. And, a lot of people are looking at me going, Joe, you look better. Your voice sounds better. You're losing weight. And it's none of the above. It was that I got out of the vicious cycle I was in L.A. Don't thank this on me drinking water. Don't thank this on me stopping eating bacon. I didn't change any, I'm still on my shroom tech. I'm still on my alpha brain cycle. I still fuck around with the new mood. On it also has the melatonin that you put under your tongue, Yeah, the alpha brain helped me once I got here. My mind was straight. I haven't taken any Klonopins. It's got to be 2 weeks now. I mean, I'm done with the Klonopin fucking thing. I taper off once in a while because it's not healthy. I'm scared I'm going to get a stroke. But that's why I smoke weed, so I don't get a fuck. I don't fucking know. I'd rather feel the way I do than be on a drug that's supposedly lying to me, whatever the fuck. So I'm a lot better. But 2 things happened this last week that I'm very sorry they happened, but they had to fucking happen. I went off on a dear friend of mine this weekend. I love him dearly. He's helped me become who I am, but he never really listened to me. And throughout this whole experience, throughout this whole thing, from July to now, I've had a plan. And he's a dear friend of mine, and he's been trying to take me off my plan by me going on the fucking road. And I don't want to go on the fucking road. And I told him this repeatedly. And I'm the type of guy that when you tell me something, I'll tell you, let me think about it. And that means let me put it in the back burner, let me really think about it. Or it's another way of telling you it's not a good idea for me right now, and it might not work. For the last 3 months, I've been telling this guy to knock it the fuck off. I do not want to go on the road. I do not want to go on a plane. I don't want people getting gathered around me. You know what? I could live with the 25-minute ride once a week to Uncle Vinny's, and that's all I could do for right now, for my own personal and for the people around me. That's all I could do right now. Trust what I'm telling you. I got it together, but I also have a daughter. She's off from school this week. She goes to school in a limited time. I got to be here for my wife. And the road just isn't necessary right now. Dave Chappelle is not on the road. Joe Rogan's not on the road. Gabriel's not on the road. There's a lot of people who declined. I told Joe, and you could ask him if you liked it. I'll call him up tonight and tell him to talk about it on this podcast. I told Joe in the beginning that I was not going on the road. And when he came back from Houston, he called me and he goes, he's not going back out there either. It's not because Joe's a bad guy. It's not because Joe's being selfish. It's not because Joe got $100 million. It's because Joe sees what's out there. It's not good. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells you. I don't give a fuck who gets mad at me. I really don't give a fuck. I'm thinking about you motherfuckers. When you put a lot of people, especially after this fucking election, after tomorrow, straight up, people are going to be angry about something. Listen, people are going to go out this week, and they're going to, it doesn't matter who wins. People are not going to be happy. You know that, and I know that. And if you don't know that, you better find that out quickly. That people, they don't really give a fuck who wins or loses. They just want to do bad shit. That's it. That's all people want to do. In my world, I didn't want to go nowhere. I didn't want to go anywhere until they figure out whether they have a fucking vaccine, whatever the fuck they need to figure out. Do I want to take the vaccine? Am I going to run down there? Fucking no. I don't even take a flu fucking vaccine. I take my chances. I'm waiting now to take my shingles fucking shot, and I'm petrified because my friend took it, and he said his arm hurt for fucking 3 weeks. So I'm not too crazy about any fucking vaccines. All right? I don't know what's going to happen. But I have a movie coming out in March, and I'd like to tour for the movie in March. It's going to be a great movie. I'm excited about it. But still, that doesn't mean I'm going to go on the fucking road. And when I tell you something, as a man, when I look at you and I tell you, I'm not doing something, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. I'm not going to fucking do it. I'm not going to do it. And he kept calling me, and I kept telling him, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll put it together. And Wednesday night, he called me an hour before fucking my show, and he fucking mentioned a name on there that I didn't like. And then he went on to tell me what things he was working on, and I fucking blew up on him. And I'm really sorry I did, but I'm not. Because this is just to prove to people to stop fucking with me. When I want to do something, I'll fucking be the first one to do it. And when I don't want to do it, I'm not going to fucking do it. I'm not going on the fucking road right now. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to do. Listen, I did one outdoor show, and I thought I was going to get dragged in the wood by fucking bears. There were bears out there. It's too cold to be putting people in bad positions. I don't give a fuck if you got a heater. I don't give a fuck what you got. I'm not going out there. I'm sitting tight. I'm ready to see if they're going to close us up or not. I hope not. I hope my kid's still in school. But listen, I'm not doing no fucking shows over fucking 38 people for a fucking while. You want to come see me? You come to Uncle Vinny's, fucking 11/18 and 11/25. I doubt they got tickets. I don't know what's going to happen in December. Do you see a fortune ball over here? Do you see a fucking me with a fucking thing like... No, I don't know what's going to happen. So we play this fucking day to day. The same. I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to be in Kentucky February 21st. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen February 21st? I'm not worried about February 21st. I'm worried about November 1. I'm worried about November 2 and how we're going to make it through on a Monday, November 2. I'm worried about November fucking 3rd, how we're going to make it through the 3rd. I'm worried about what's in front of me. I don't give a fuck about, when you get these people calling you, you have to get your schedule ready for next March and April. I don't give a fuck because nobody knows what their schedule is. So why the fuck are you bothering me for? Why the fuck are you bothering me, making me do things I don't want? I don't want to do those fucking things. I'm like fucking Rob Halford and Green Manaletian, resting and breathing on my neck, making me do things I don't want to do. I don't want to do nothing. So I'm sorry. If I went off on anybody, I don't want to do shit. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to be a dad. Comedy has been put on fucking hold till next year. When? I don't fucking know. Don't ask me because I don't fucking know. If I knew that, I wouldn't be here. I'd be on fucking DraftKings betting horse tracks all over the fucking world. I don't have the answers for you. But I know for me, I know what fucking works. And I'm sitting tight. I'm going to do some writing. And I'm going to be the best comic I can in 6 months. That's my fucking goal. 6 months. April, May, that's when we'll know what the fuck. And we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. But I'm not going anywhere. Why? Because I don't fucking believe in it. I don't fucking believe in it right now. I'd rather fucking starve. I'd rather cut back on shit and, not fucking go to Hawaii. I don't need to go to fucking Hawaii or to live up with the fucking Joneses. I just don't need to get sick. And I don't want to be responsible for getting somebody else sick. And that's it. And that's that. This is a big week in my life right now. This week, I hate this fucking week. This week is bittersweet for me. I hate this week, but I love this week. I love this week because it lets me show that I made it 41 years after my mother died. But I hate this week because it's a reminder of my mother's death. So it's like a bittersweet fucking week for me. The reason why I know all about this week is because this is Jersey Teacher Conference Week. You only used to have school on Monday and Wednesday, and then you had Thursday, Friday, and Tuesday off. My mother fucking decided to die on a fucking Tuesday night. I went to school on Wednesday, and thank God I had Thursday and Friday off, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday we fucking buried her. So this Saturday is my mother's, I think the 8th. I don't know if it's whatever the fuck that is, Saturday or Sunday is her 41st death fucking anniversary. So this week I'll definitely be going up to the fucking cemetery, laying some flowers. I don't think I'm gonna take my daughter, put my wife through any of that shit. I'm just gonna go up there and make my peace alone and make my peace with her and let her know that I'm still here after 41 years, slinging dick, giving out bubblegum, having a good time, but most importantly, doing what the fuck I want to fucking do. Not what anybody else wants me to do, not what anybody else expects out of me. I really don't give a fuck. I do what the fuck I want to do on my terms. I am part of the Florentine crime family from now on. I want to send my regards to the Gambinos. I was with yous all the way to the end for the last 30 years, but I got to switch fucking alliances right now. I'm living in Jersey. I switched over to the Florentine crime family. They have nothing to do with crime. The reason why I call them a crime family is because they live like fucking doctors. You understand me? The brothers are going to Texas games. They're in Disneyland. They live their fucking lives. They don't give a fuck about nothing. They just live their fucking lives, and I respect that. I respect that another Italian family has taken me and his family. I'm sorry to the older brother. I didn't go to his Halloween party last night, but I was too caught up with the fucking girls, and I can't see at night when I drive. Another secret I didn't want to tell you guys. I can't see at night. Can you believe it? I used to be the fucking king of nighttime. When I was doing cocaine, I could see a fucking owl up on a tree. Now I can't see fucking shit, especially down here with no lights. There's nights I'm supposed to stay on a certain path, and the waves gives me a different path. I can't even take that fucking path because I fucking can't see at night. So I have a hard time. So the good thing is I have a doctor's appointment this week. So I'm going to get all my shit done. I'm going to get the colonoscopy. That's the camera up your ass. I'm going to get my fucking knee surgery. I'm going to get a recommendation to get my knee surgery. And I'm going back to the eye doctor to get new fucking glasses so I could read at night, I could look at night, and I could drive at night. How's that for you motherfuckers? Uncle Joey is getting fucking old. So, with that in mind, that's it and that's that. That's what's going on this week in Uncle fucking Joey's joint. I hope you fucking could accept it, and I hope you understood what I was talking about today. As far as my empathetic things, I do have that fucking empathy. That fucking report was wrong, so don't let a fucking rehab tell you what's in your mind. Sometimes we just don't express ourselves the right way from our heart to our paper or to our mind. That's why I say keep doing it. And then like that, if you write in your journal, you read your fucking words and it hits you and impacts you a different way. I want to apologize for whoever I went off on this week. You had it coming, cocksucker. I begged you fucking months ago to knock it the fuck off with the road work, and you kept bringing it at me, so I had to fucking blow up. Not to mention I've been holding this in since fucking Netflix. I didn't want to do it. I didn't like what happened. I didn't like how I was fucking treated. I didn't like none of that shit. The reason why I look so good and why I'm sounding different and why I'm happier is because I'm away from that desperation of LA. I don't ever want to be in that position again. And you know what? If you're a young fucking comic and you watch this, you'll feel it. Never fucking feel desperate. Do your fucking work. Write your goals. Write. Get on stage. Go after it so you never have to feel that fucking desperation that they give you in LA. That desperation's a horrible fucking feeling, and it's a horrible way to live your life. And thank God it never fucking got into me, but it's stuck onto me. That desperation that people have. I would love to show you my fucking phone logs from when I lived in LA to now. Nobody calls no more. You know why? Because you don't have nothing for them. They never cared about you in the fucking first place. All they cared about, they really thought that getting on a podcast was going to change their fucking life. How fucking wrong were they? It's hard work, it's going after it, and it's doing the same shit every day. They thought by going on a podcast, oh my God, I'm going to be a fucking star, whether it's the church, whether it was Theo Vaughn's, whether it was Fighter and the Kids, or whether it was Rogan's podcast. There was this fucking group of people walking around like it was going to change your fucking life. And once I took that away from them, their friendship ended. Their friend, like that, not even a fucking check-in call, not in fucking nothing. To me, I look at it and I laugh. I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them at all. That's what LA does to you. And that's the change that you've seen in me. I have wiped that fucking desperation off me. That that fucking, look at me fucking mentality. Look at you for what? For what? All fucking day, look at you for what? Just do your fucking job. I didn't get into this so you people could look at me or analyze me through a fucking thing. I did this just to make people laugh, and it was the only thing I could fucking do. I can't do what you do. I don't have time to be a doctor or a lawyer. I'm too fucking stupid. I know how to make people laugh. I know how to say stupid things. And half the time I'm working against myself anyway, but I have a good time doing it. I don't give a fuck. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Uncle fucking Joey's Joint, and I hope you got something out of it. We ain't fucking around no more. It's a whole new fucking set of rules, and that fucking LA desperation, that bullshit is off my fucking shoulder. Never a fucking again. When I killed those chickens before I left LA, that was the end of that fucking lifestyle. So from now, when you come to me, you come fucking correct. Any of you fucking California cocksuckers, you come correct on me on the phone, you come correct on me in your life. I don't need this desperation from you people no more. I figured it the fuck out. I don't want to be who's going to be at your party? Is he going to be there? Oh my God. That's all they cared about. Who's going to be at your party? People here just go to a party and have fun. They forgot how to have fucking fun in California. It was all about who's going to be there. Oh my God, do they have a Twitter following? Oh my God, he's got 1 million Instagram friends. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? That part of my life is done. Thanks to you motherfuckers, but most importantly, thanks to me, because I saw it and I fucking hated it and I despised it. I love you motherfuckers with all my fucking heart. I'm sorry we got to tackle some tough subjects from time to time, and I got to say some shit, but hey, this is my fucking platform. This is the only way I'm going to get it out of my heart. I want to thank Michael Klein for being here, but most importantly, I want to thank you guys for following me and always having my back and my support. Like that guy said to me, why don't you sprinkle the water more in the microphone? Why don't I fucking come in your mouth? Mind your fucking business. This is the fucking Uncle Joey's Joint. I do what the fuck I want. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch. And if you do, thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to the fucking Uncle Joey's webpage, which is probably the church. I don't know what the fuck it is anymore, and I don't give a fuck. And when I do have a show, I'll let you know. Right now, we're still on November 18th and the 25th. Uncle Vinny's, fucking 38 people. Don't forget, this weekend coming up, I think it's the 7th and 8th Friday and Saturday, my brother, Jimmy Florentine, will be down there. Both shows, 38 people. I might come to one of them. I think I got one of the nights off. So hopefully I'll see you down there this weekend. Be careful tomorrow. Watch your back. Don't let nobody fucking intimidate you. You got the right to fucking carry a piece. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Protect yourself and watch your back. Uncle Joey loves you. Thank you for supporting Patreon, and thank you for supporting me. I love you, cocksuckers. I'll see you in 2 days. And now for a word from our sponsors. All right, I want to thank you, cocksuckers, for watching Uncle Joey's Joint and for listening. Thank you very much. But before we go, not only do I thank you, I got to thank our sponsors. The joint is also brought to you by Do Fasting. That's Do. D-O Fasting. F-A-S-T-I-N-G. It's intermittent fasting is one of the most effective ways to lose weight. But the trick is knowing when and how long you should fast for so it actually works. If you know anything about me, dog, this has been my journey for the last 7 years. Since the sleep apnea for the last 15 fucking years. It's been trying to get healthy. You probably heard of people trying this, and the benefits go beyond weight loss. You reduce inflammation and bad cholesterol too. What they do over at Do Fasting is they give you a fully personalized plan based on your lifestyle that will tailor each plan to you. Choose which lifestyle habits fit into your routine and which ones don't. Do Fasting is the most comprehensive fasting program, complete with a meal plan and a workout routine that will help you reach your guaranteed results. This isn't a diet where you're hungry all the time. You can still eat normally, just at certain times of the day. Just go to their website, take a quick quiz, and based on your answers, they'll generate a specialized program that is perfect for you. Now is the time to take care of yourself, guys. Get it done with Do Fasting. Go to dofasting.com/Joey and press in code Joey. Get a 6-month fasting program with 50% off. Plus, they're going to throw in an extra month. That's 7 months Join now and speed up your weight loss journey. Why start till January 1st? It'll be too late by then. You'll be eating all those Christmas cookies and shit. Go to dofasting.com/Joey right now for 50% off a 6-month plan and get your 7-month free when you use code Joey. That's Do Fasting. The joint is also brought to you by my favorite DraftKings. Listen, the season is in full fucking swing right now. Football, college basketball is coming back. College football is back. Fucking pro football, the playoffs. You're going to need money for those fucking kids. And DraftKings is where it's at. If you haven't dipped your toe yet, now is the fucking time. This Sunday, it's the Saints at the Buccaneers. Are you fucking kidding me or what? Both teams are winning. The game is going to be on fucking fire. And DraftKings has the hookup. All new users, they're covering your ass up to $100. If you lose Sunday, you get your $100 back to the back. Nothing in life is risk-free, but this is. On top of this, they're giving you a great odds boost every Sunday. Get to the App Store right now and download DraftKings now, not tomorrow. It's safe, it's secure, and it's reliable. Deposit and withdraw money at your convenience. It's your fucking money. Get your life together. Who else is going to bring that turkey back? You ain't got no fucking musket. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. They're insuring your Sunday bets up to $100. That's right. You bet and they cover you up to $100 for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. And here's the part the lawyers make me say. You got to be 21 or older. New Jersey, Indiana, Pennsylvania only. And deposit bonus requires a 25-time playthrough. Restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Now, if you have a gambling problem, there's help for you. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Or if you're in Indiana, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. But if you don't have a gambling problem, fuck it. It's time to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code Joey. Why end the year off? 2020's already been bad. You might as well make a little scratch. And if you're feeling bad, that's where CBD Lion comes in. Pride in motherfucking performance. From the roll-on to the edible, the gummy bear CBD, none of this has THC in it. This is just CBD. What is CBD, Joey? Go to CBDLion.com. Find out about CBD. Find out about CBN. Find out about tinctures. What your body absorbs best. What is the best CBD for what you're looking for whatever whether it's anxiety, a little pain, whatever, CBD Lion can help tame it down. But it starts with you. You got to go to CBDLion.com right now. Read. This ain't no fucking bum at the corner with a GED with a ponytail and a fucking go-go shirt from 1982. This is fucking science. Go to CBDLion.com, press in Joey, and get 20% off of CBD, of any of their great CBD Lions products delivered right to your house. I love you motherfuckers. CBD Lion, DraftKings, and Do Fasting. I want to thank you guys for being sponsors and for being with me here today on a beautiful Monday morning. See you guys Wednesday. Stay safe. Stay black. Candles lit, cocksuckers. See you Wednesday.